What's going on, guys? Kalamazi here. In today's video, I'm talking about the Omnium Folio, which is coming out today in patch 12.0.7, as well as Sporefall, the new raid, Rotmire, the first boss. I have sims for Warlock stuff here, looking at Heroic and Mythic gear. If you're not a Warlock, I have timestamps below talking about the Folio, and then the sims and all that stuff. But regardless, the Folio, decent bit of info on this we need to look at today and discuss before the patch goes live, so you guys know what you're doing when we get there. Now, a couple things before we get into that too far. Number one, 12.1 PTR is looming. It's probably coming out sometime, I'd venture to guess, the next week or so. I think there's a client marked for 12.1 PTR like yesterday or something like that. What's going to happen probably is we get the patch today. I would venture to guess Blizz says, hey, here's a video on like Friday morning, something like that. I don't know anything, but they typically like to spoil like the, storyline before PTR launches, and then next week sometime early on PTR hits. That'll be covered here. Obviously, a lot of lock changes coming, hopefully, all that stuff. Sort of lining up in a weird fashion with 12.107 and 12.1, but regardless, there's that. We will be doing the PTR spreadsheet like always for 12.1 lock stuff. We're gonna be doing M+ on that as well this time a bit, in conjunction or as well as raid stuff. We're expanding the sheet to M+ as well a bit for 12.1 PTR. If you guys want early access to that or support on Patreon in general, the link down below to Patreon does point you there. And the tier 3 Felgar rank or higher on Patreon gets early access to that spreadsheet if you're looking at that. But it's always going public before the patch launches. I can't talk tonight, but it's 4 in the morning when I record this video. So shifting gears here, Omnium Folio. So this is coming out today, basically, when our servers are up. We have basically a new power source for players. Yeah, similar to Rishi Wraps and the Circlet. However, this is not a piece of gear. It's just a table. I think it's located near Magister's Terrace. It's like a table. It's this thing, basically. You go over to it. Let me zoom in a bit. Jarvis enhance. You go over to it, and it gives you like power. Basically, it is gated in a sense. You gain like basically one like power node per week, like week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Everything's gated in this game now. We know how it is. And each week you get a moat, which can be put into like these slots here to give you more power based around your initial ability here, which I believe is called like your core ability. It's called something like core. Let me see here. I read it before. Reading is hard for a basic Florida man. It's somewhere basically. It enhances your rune. It's a rune, yeah, a core rune. I know what I was talking about. It enhances your core rune. Now, there's a couple different choices here for this. So you have Rune of Void Touch Orbs and Rune of Unleashed Flame. It looks like they do the same amount of damage in the tooltip, like from what I've seen on PTR and things. They might vary a bit. From what I've heard, the Fire Rune's a bit better. I haven't found a way to sim this or seen ways to sim it. 9 ppm. This just procs orbs. I haven't seen the proc chance on it. When you get basically every 10 seconds, every 10, you track an orb up to 5. Damaging enemy sends all the orbs at them, doing damage. Your healing spells also heal allies with this. And it's to a similar extent, you deal fire damage with the Rune of Unleashed Fire, and also heal allies, the most injured nearby allies. So they both have like this healing damage aspect to them. So covers both, I guess, ends of the spectrum, right? That's week 1, basically. Week 2, you get things to basically sort of like give you a bit of sustainability, self-healing, Rune of Self-Mending. When below 75% health, your core rune ability also heals you. So there's, these here. You choose one of these, right? So it's one of these 3 for week 2. That makes sense. When hit for more than 10% of your maximum health, gain an Absorb Shield. 50% of the absorbed damage will linger, dealing its damage over 10 seconds. Sort of like a stagger kind of damage effect. Only once every half a minute. And the final one here, it gives you a speed increase. So you're basically going for one of these 2. I would assume probably self-mending for the most part. There might be an ICD on this. I don't really know. It doesn't say that, but I assume there is. Week 3 is Rune of Lingering. The effects of your core rune ability leave behind a periodic effect that deals cosmic damage or restores health over 8 seconds based on whether the target is an enemy or ally. Your core rune ability favors targets unaffected by a Rune of Lingering. So basically, like a little dot effect or a heal, whatever. Pretty much tied to your Rune of Void Touch Orbs or Unleash Fire. Then week 4, you have 4 choices here. Rune of Crit Strike, Crit Power, Rune of Burning Haste, Rune of Masterful Cunning, and a Rune of the Versatile Warrior. Unsurprisingly, they give Crit, Haste, Mastery, or Reverse. This will vary for your class. From what I've heard, like the fire effect with the Haste rune is apparently really good. It's like a hasted RPPM, from what I understand. or PPM. I'm not really sure. Haven't seen it. Haven't really played with it in game much, but there's that. I'm sure it'll be tuned and buffed and nerfed a million times, like it always is with this stuff, because it's not really tested much before it goes live, it feels like. But we'll see where that goes. And then week 5 gives you like the big rune, right? A rune of overload increases the effectiveness of your core rune by 100%. So basically doubling the power of your core rune here, or increase the effectiveness of the rune of lingering effect by 100%, so like the dot effect here. And rune of echoes, the effects of your core rune ability leaves an echoing curse on your target after 10 seconds. An echo of all the damage and healing done by both your core rune ability is repeated at half effectiveness. So basically it's like a double, or a dot at half the damage. Not really sure where this is going to land. It sounds like this is the strongest one, but depending on how much the dot works with certain damage profiles and what it does damage wise, it could be worthwhile, because it's sort of like it's like it depends. We'll see. Put it in the robot, put it in Skynet, it'll give you the answer. But there's that. So there's some housing decor and things too. It is located up near Magistr's Terrace, from what I understand. I'll have links to this article down below if you guys want to check it out. Neri wrote it, and there's a bit of like gated progression for this as well. Week 1, basically just get it. Intro quest line. Week 2 requires looting 8 these things from mobs and ritual sites. I don't know what this even is, but I'm sure it's there somewhere. 5 things from void incursions, and then this is 1 pure primescence item found in delve bosses, final dungeon bosses, and raid bosses. And then this is a fragment of alien magic. I have those in Florida from one of the showdown world bosses. No idea what that is, but we will in 5 weeks. So there's that. Okay, now that's the folio. I'll link the article down below. For the most part, from what I've seen, I'm just recommending this in like the AF article, like for Wildhead, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same thing for all lock specs. Unleash Fire, self-mending. You're getting this passively. It's the only trait you get week 3, being right here. You only get 1. I can scroll down a bit. There you go. Week 4, we currently have crit here. Might change depending where it's at. It might change based on your own character too. Run your own sims. In week 5, we have Rune of Overload here, doubling this, which says Void Touch Orbs. It should say Fire. I don't know why it says that, but I'll fix it. So that's basically that. It's sort of just a passive power gain you get over like 5 weeks. I haven't really seen a whole lot of sims on this stuff. I'm sure they're floating around somewhere with like custom APLs and stuff, but I haven't really seen a whole lot of them. But either way, we'll know a lot more tomorrow, the next few days. I'm sure it'll be on raid bots and stuff too. And like always, I would assume things get buffed and nerfed a million times because, well, we know how these patches go sometimes. So there's that. Now let's shift gears briefly and talk about Sporefall. Alrighty, the new raid, like we said, Sporefall with Mr. Rotmeyer in here. 1 boss raid. We tested it on PTR. It was not challenging. It's a fun raid, or fun boss, like legit. It's designed well. It's a fun boss. Wasn't very challenging at all. Blizz could crank the numbers up or down. I think we're testing at 285. We're at 291 now, if you have max gear. I think we tested around there, but they could crank the numbers up a bit, crank them down. I think this head's supposed to be like a end of heroic into like early mythic difficulty boss for players looking to like get into mythic. It's flex raid size as well. Pretty cool. I think I'll be streaming it today, actually. I'm watching Liquid do it. They're gonna be streaming their progress, meaning their 1 pull on the boss, but it's pretty cool boss the way. If you haven't tested it or seen it, check the video I have on the channel like a month ago. It's pretty sick. But for Warlock, we have 5 loot pieces. There is like a decor thing, a couple other cosmetics. I think there's a mount somewhere. I could be lying. Could be lying about that, actually. Haven't really seen it, but either way, there's that. But the items. So Mythic ones drop at 298. They're Spore Fuse. There's no upgrade track here. It's just straight up 298, higher eye level than Mythic gear previously, barring it being like a trinket or whatever from the Void Forge thing, right? 298, right? Heroic, 285. So still very good. Now, a handful of items have effects in them too, right? So the neck, Rotmeyer Spore Heart. Your healing is a chance to spawn toadstools, absorbing X amount of damage. If broken, the toadstools burst to deal nature damage to nearby enemies. So, from what I've seen, this does not beat out Illyria neck for any lock spec damage-wise. It's not bad, though. It's a heavy mastery neck, which we don't really have a whole lot of in game currently, which is interesting. Not incredibly impactful for a lot of Warlock spec, but still not terrible. I'd sim it, obviously. I would assume most are coining this raid because, you know, 2 coins gives you a 298 piece of gear. A 298 piece of gear. Say that again. As long as you have 2 coins or killing the boss on Mythic. You have a chest here, a 298 as well. So from what I've heard, this can be catalyzed into a 298 piece of tier gear. So if chest is your off piece now, for whatever reason, it's typically shoulders. If you have chest for off piece, not for Warlock, keep that in mind. Regardless, you're probably going to catalyze it, but there's that. The boots, luxurious loam striders, crit and mastery, a ring, haste mastery, major haste, minor mastery, dealing nature damage, has a chance to inflict rot bloom, dealing 4k damage or whatever it is, at a certain number, over 15 seconds. If the enemy is already affected by rot bloom, it is consumed to deal 120% of its remaining damage. So very good for Affliction, obviously, haunt modifiers, damage increase, all that stuff, and just good in general too. Good damage effect ring, right? So there's that. Last trinket here being intellect, strength, agi. Spells have a chance to nourish the mycelium. What does that mean? You're adding your 345 a random secondary stat in leech for 12 seconds. Not horrendous, not amazing. There's that. I have sims here as well for my own character. Now, once again, this is my own character. You want to run your own sims, feel free, no problem at all. I simmed heroic and mythic for Destro, Demo, and Aff. I played a Hellcaller Havoc build here. It's whatever. I don't really care much. It's fine. I'd encourage you to run your own sims again as well, regardless, but there's that. So we simmed heroic stuff. So I have a maxed out like 289 neck from Pit that I coined and upgraded. The Rotmire Spore Heart's beating it out a little bit for the damage effect here, like a tiny bit, but honestly, I'm not sure how easy it is to break these toadstools. Sort of a wash, honestly, either way. It's not like it's a massive gain, 400 DPS, and it's sort of gotta see where it goes. The boots are a 0.1 DPS increase, but it's basically within margin of error. I have 289 boots on that are crit and haste. This is crit and mastery, so there's that. And the trinket's a very minuscule gain as well. Once again, a super high grade, but I have a heroic this thing on, so I don't have a mythic one. So I mean, if I had a mythic one, obviously we'd want that. Oh, it's beating up my, I played double equip. There you go. Don't do that. I wasn't looking at the sim. You don't play both of these, obviously. You play Chimera, Trinket, and this thing is Destro. So there you go. So this thing's not very good. There you go. Mythic, however, the neck is looking at about a 1k DPS increase over my Pit neck. Once again, if you have a Lyria neck, which I don't have, I'd sim it. A Lyria neck does sim higher from what I've seen in all the scenarios, but maybe your character varies a bit. Trinket's okay. Once again, obviously, I simmed the wrong trinket here. Sim it for yourself. You want Chimeras and this for Destro. Boots are a bit of an upgrade. Chest being catalyzed. About 600 DPS over the one that I have on right now, which is also tier chest. So about a, 600-ish DPS gain just for raw eye level on tier chest. Pretty nice. And then boots here we have 364. And if you look at I think this is Demonology. Yeah, Demo for heroic. Demo for heroic just downgrades. Eye level's not worth it. Mythic I have an upgrade on chest. Everything else, boots are a wash, is what it is. And we have Affliction here as well. Heroic, nothing really worthwhile. The ring's not terrible. Even a heroic level for Affliction over my set bonus here, which is pretty interesting. On Mythic, though, the ring, bit of a damage increase here. Not terrible. Chest, about the same. 6, give or take. 200 in boots. So there's a few upgrades in here. We have 5 total potential pieces of gear. So that means if you're coining the boss, even if you don't loot anything, right, you're going to get 1 piece guaranteed coining it once a week. 5 weeks, you're done. And there's that. You get some loot. I'll pray you don't coin it. Pray you don't coin the item as well. But either way, that's that. The boss is pretty easy. I have a video of us testing it like a month ago on the channel. If you want to look back on that a bit. Pretty fun boss overall. And yeah, that's basically Sporefall, Mr. Rotmire, and the Omnium Folio. So thanks for watching, guys. Like always, I really appreciate y'all's support. I'm sorry the videos have been a little slow on the channel here, man. There's nothing really going on. PTR is looming. It's going to be a busy next few months with PTR into Race the World First, into BlizzCon, into everything. It's been really slow the last month or so. Just been doing M+ on stream a bit. Got like 2,800, I think. Or sorry, 2,800, 3,800 score. We're like right above the cutoff for 1% mount. Pugging everything. That's pretty cool. 20s, mostly 19s, couple 18s still. It's been a good time, but I'm ready for PTR. Ready for some other stuff to do. And there's that. Like I mentioned, okay, first off, if you guys want any add-ons or profiles that I have, website is linked up here, as well as down below in the description. And also, thank you for supporters on Patreon. Like always, guys, thank y'all for everything. I greatly appreciate it. And y'all support. Without y'all support, I wouldn't be able to do what I do. All this stuff, man. I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Heads up again, I mentioned it earlier, but the 12.1 PTR spreadsheet, we're making, like every PTR, we're going to have M plus dungeons in there a bit too. I'm not sure what's going to entail exactly, but I wanted to have it last time around for like dispels and purges and gates and stuff too. We're going to have that in the spreadsheet this time as well. So we're gonna have it going pretty quickly as well when PTR drops, which could be even this week. So when it drops, we can try and get it up ASAP. If you want early access to that, the 12.1 PTR spreadsheet, it does indeed go up for early access on Patreon for tier 3 Felguard rank or higher, but it's always public for free before the patch goes live. So there's that. Don't worry. Say okay, but there's that. And regardless, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. So I forgot he was sitting at my desk actually. I got 2 cases of Bad Apple Monster from Liquid and Monster from Race to First. These are utterly insane. This video ain't sponsored. They're just good. I forgot this is here. My life's a mess. Just like Affliction right now. But hopefully PTR brings some help. So thanks for watching, guys. GG, and I'll see you guys later today on stream. Peace.